Will 75 hard affect my business? The truth is inside. It might be definitely surprising for you guys. Let's start. Hi everybody, what's up? My name is Sagi Shrieber and I completed 75 hard last year. Ever since then, I published a video about 75 hard, which became extremely popular, so I thought I'd make some more content for you guys regarding 75 hard and mental toughness. Now, check this out. Will 75 hard affect my business? This is definitely for business people, but it might be also for people that see themselves as freelancers or small business owners or even maybe employees with high achievement goals. Anyhow, I am an entrepreneur and I can speak for myself. Being an entrepreneur and building a business, especially during those times of 75 hard, it might be challenging, right? It might be challenging. But before I'm just getting into that, please subscribe really quickly. Hit the subscribe button. It's very important for me to know that you're here, that you like my content, that you want to hear more. If you want to hear more, by the way, click also the alarm icon so you can just also get notifications when I post new content. All right, let's get into it. Listen, 75 hard is hard in terms of time management. I cannot say that I am good at time management. I might be getting a lot done as an entrepreneur. As you guys know, we all work very hard. We hustle hard. I'm trying to get a lot in. Definitely have a lot going around my family. But the thing is, 75 hard takes time. It takes about 3 to 4 hours a day for neato time that it takes for you to get your exercises done, to read everything that you need to read, like the 10 pages, maybe to even just stop for a second, go take a selfie. To take a selfie, it sounds funny, right? But you have to make sure you do it exactly at a specific time, unless you want to do it at different times, but then you'll have different lightings, different like settings, whatever. At a specific time, it's usually before the shower, but you want to make sure you're dressed enough but not too much, anyways. It takes just a few minutes, but still it's time. It's valuable time for you. Reading those 10 pages sometimes can take a long while. This can definitely be heavy. But then the exercises, right? 2 exercises. Now if you think about it, getting to where you want to do the exercise, whether you do it at even when you walk outside, you're preparing, right? You're putting clothes on, like the right shoes, the right outfit for a jog or walk, and you go outside, you prepare for that. I don't know, for me here in Israel, it's pretty sunny out, so, might as well put sunscreen, whatever. Like everything takes a lot of time to prepare for an exercise. Let's say 45-minute workout will take you something like about an hour and a half. Like sometimes, right? Not all the times, but sometimes it might take you an hour and a half. Why? Because you're getting that extra 10 minutes at the gym or whatever, or for the walk or for your jog, or you're stretching, and then you need to eat something properly to feed your nutrition, right? And you need to chillax, whatever, go to the bathroom, whatever, before you get to work on your business again. So it takes about an hour and a half. Take the second exercise, another hour and a half. And let's say, you do stretching and it's 45 minutes, that's it. Fine, great, but I'm taking like worst case scenario. Sometimes it did take me an hour and a half for both exercises, meaning 3 hours, and then another sometimes maybe half an hour to read the 10 pages of a book. So you got like 3.5 hours. It might take even more than that. So I'm just preparing you 3 to 4 hours. And why am I saying all this? Not because to get you to not go through 75 hard, but to tell you, hey, this is the hard thing about 75 hard, and you better you better know what's up. You go into it and you're like, oh, 2 exercises, whatever, I'll just push it in my schedule. No, 2 exercises that need to be different in times. You can't just do an hour and a half and that's it. Like you can do 1 exercise 45 minutes, then you need to take a break, then you do the others 45 minutes. Like it's at a different part of the day, like as defined by the rules of 75 hard. So you need to really put your thought into when you do these exercises, and it takes time out of your day. At first, 3 to 4 hours seemed like a tremendous amount of time for me as a business owner. I had 2 kids, now I have 3, but I had 2 kids, I have my businesses, and that's a lot of my daily time. I need to run a business. Hey, what's going on? 3 to 4 hours? Come on, like, you know, maybe it's not for me. That's what I kind of thought. I had thoughts about like, well, I've already been in the army. Like, I know what discipline is. Like, I can't really afford this. This is one of my thoughts. Like, I can't afford it. At my state of the business, I cannot afford it. I had plans to start another business, which I did start during 75 Hard. It was just for me, it was like, maybe it's too much. Maybe I'm taking too much on myself. And maybe just like, maybe this is not the right time to do 75 Hard. But you know what? The truth is, there's like, isn't a right time to do 75 Hard. No matter what you think, there's never a good time to do 75 Hard. Like, there's never a good time for anything, you know, that is hard, right? So I started 75 Hard regardless, pushed through 3 to 4 hours a day on exercises, on reading and everything like that. Sometimes maybe it was like 2.5 hours, but most of the time it was more than that. I'm a slow reader. It takes me time to read. It also takes time out of your like mental space. You go out, you take the book, you need to find a quiet space, you just sit down and read. After that, you make a coffee or whatever. You don't go straight to work. It doesn't work like that. So it's like a need of like 3 to 4 hours a day. And at the beginning, it seemed strange. It was like, wow, I mean, this is too much maybe. But after a few months, I reflected back and I'm like, something's off. Like, I'm feeling great. My business is doing great. What's going on? Looking back after I finished 75 Hard, I saw that I had tremendous growth during 75 Hard. I even started a new business, my UI UX design agency, during doing 75 Hard. How can this be? Well, I have a few ways to explain it after like kind of like reflecting on it. So check this out. First of all, and by the way, I'll start with the less important ones, then I'll go to the more kind of like profound effects that 75 Hard has, I think. So the things that come with 75 Hard. If you need to take 3 to 4 hours out of your day to do these kind of things, which are not your business, then you're way more focused on your prioritization, right? You don't take those unnecessary meetings. You say no to more things and you work on a very necessary stuff. You're kind of like you're in focus mode. I remember when I worked at SimilarWeb, the startup that I used to work at after they acquired my startup. And I remember I had the day where I picked up my daughter back then. That day was very short. I was more efficient on that day. So it just makes sense, right? When shorter days, you are more efficient because you're more stressed out to get what you need out of the day. So you are more prioritized, you're better prioritized, we'll say, and you get more shit done. So that's one thing. 2, the walks during 75 Hard, not all 2 exercises a day were like cardio, like whatever. Sometimes I admit I was walking fast, but still walks are a part of the exercise in 75 Hard. So with all the walks that I now got in, and I used to do them at the evenings, then I found out that I'm making phone calls to my employees with the new business, to potential leads. I'm following up on potential leads, on potential clients. I'm doing way more work while I'm actually doing the walk. And also I'm learning, I'm listening to audiobooks. Like, these walks were magnificent. So when you're now talking to the people that you need to talk to, you have more time to now focus on relationships, human relationships with your coworkers, with your employees, to check in on them, and with potential customers, also with current customers, just like call them up. And also a few things that happened was just crazy. I actually also had, like, I started new endeavors, meaning I found a new coach. I hired a company to help me with my marketing, like all that through phone calls while walking on 75 Hard. Like, these kind of things made time for me to do things that usually I didn't do, that I kind of like procrastinated on. So the walks are a major thing. 3, traction from sharing things on Instagram. Once you're doing 75 Hard, people appreciate it as much as you do when you share things on Instagram. I found out that I shared way more on Instagram. You can also check out my Instagram stories, Instagram story highlights on my feed. We'll link that down here and also kind of like show you a teaser here while I'm talking. So I shared way more. I shared the journey. I shared 75 Hard. I shared the struggles. I shared my 2 a.m. walks. Like, whatever I did, I kind of shared it because I felt proud of it, and I shared more on Instagram. I got way more traction, way more people attracted to what I'm doing, and then by that, getting attention, and by that attention, people are like, oh, so he's got a UI UX design agency. And I think, like, it's just a thing. Like, I don't know, Kieran, if you're hearing this, but I think one of my clients came through one of those kind of like just saw something on Instagram, me doing 75 Hard, because I know he's a client of mine, and he's doing 75 Hard as well. So kick-ass client, amazing person, amazing human being, in the same mindset as I am, and doing 75 Hard, now being my client, you know, and with us working together. It's freaking amazing. So you attract more traction, and the traction comes with more people that are kind of like more in a similar mindset as you are. Crazy, right? So anyways, that's the third thing. 4, basically learning and applying what you're learning, because you were learning way more on the walks. Sometimes I hear audiobooks, and while I'm reading those 10 pages, I consumed so much more knowledge while doing 75 hard that it's phenomenal. One of the things that happened is I read the book called Superfans by Pat Flynn, an amazing book. When COVID hit and everybody was in lockdown and depressed, I said I need to do something to like de-stress, so I'll start meditating every day now. But you know what? Let's help other entrepreneurs do that as well. So I launched the WhatsApp group of Commit First. You can also join. I'll link that here also in the description. And I launched the WhatsApp group, and we did daily meditation throughout all the like the first 3 months or 4 months of COVID. Like we did daily meditations every day, people from around the world. It was amazing. The group is still going on. Now it's the Commit First group, and now it's where I share content, we have conversations, amazing relationships have been built. People have done tremendous things, like major things. Someone released a record album for his music. People came to amazing revelations through meditation, through our conversations. So it's just one thing that I learned in a book, kind of just gave me the spark of the idea, and I applied it. And it's amazing the tremendous effect that it had. Also, I bet tons of other things that I applied. I mean, it's just mind-blowing. High Performance Habits by Brendon Burchard just really set my mind right and gave me clarity of vision. Millionaire Success Habits by Dean Graziosi was an amazing one. Also gave me so many things, so many exercises that I've done. So anyways, all these things are just amazing, and it gave me so much more strength and so much more knowledge that I applied in my business. That's why I see business growth. So those are the kind of like more tangible things. But then there's like the inner game, and I think those are more profound even, that I can explain why my business blew up during 75 hard. So let's start with the biggest thing that we all struggle with: confidence. What about your confidence? Like for me, my confidence blew up when doing 75 hard. Oh my God, I can do this. Look at like what I'm achieving. Mental toughness, spot on. Like so, my confidence was at a very high state. Also, when COVID hit and lockdowns hit, although I was an entrepreneur with 2 kids and all in lockdown, kind of like in this like boiling pot, like, you know, if you're like me, then you probably understand the feelings, right? Like, no schools? What do you mean no schools? And the business and clients are canceling, and holy shit, what's going on? Like all this craziness, and on the news, everybody's dying, and like, mental toughness. I was mentally tough. I was prepared. And my mindset about COVID when it hit was bring it on, motherfuckers. 1 and 2, I'm so grateful to be in the situation that I'm actually experiencing the toughest of the toughest during this period of COVID that we remember in history, because I am an entrepreneur, a business owner, and I am a father of 2 small children, and my wife was pregnant. Those things were for me. I was like, I'm feeling blessed to be in this challenge, to have the opportunity to face this challenge, and later I'll grow from it. I know I'll grow from it. So anyways, like my mindset was spot on. Growth mindset, mental toughness, it was all there. I was focused. So my business growth from confidence, it just grew. That brings me to my second inner game effect that it had on me. The mental state. Just the mental state that you're in allows you to just be clear about what you want to do, and allows you to make the right decisions. There's clarity in your mind. You don't have fog. Most of us, we're like overwhelmed, we're stressed, we're like, you know, running, trying to get shit done, but not really getting anything done. So it makes us even more stressed. Oh my God, now I have this meeting. Now there's like, all of this thing causes our brains, like let's say, imagine this fog around our minds. I think that with the decision to do meditation and doing 75 hard, like increasing my mental toughness, that just cleared the fog. And I was so much more focused and so much more like in a very healthy mental state that allowed me to operate on a high level. Talking about high achievement, this is high achievement 101. Lastly, and most importantly, which I think a lot of you might just say, Sagi, are you going crazy? What's going on? But hey, I'm just putting it out there. Energetic channels. I think that it's a thing. I really believe in it. I think that we're all operating on some channel. You can call it vibrations, frequencies. I don't know what you want to call it. I just call it channel for me. You know, you want to call it frequency. Like it's that thing. Like some people are operating on like on higher frequencies than other people. We all have 24 hours, 7 days a week. But some people get more done, make way more income, grow their businesses so much more than other people. Why? Why is that? Well, there's something about operating on that channel, on that frequency. Once you get to a certain level, you know that now you have a new baseline and you can only grow out of that to the next level. So some people are on a higher level than other people, and I think that's an energetic state. It has to do with the law of attraction. It has to do with, again, doing the mental work, doing the mind work, doing the things that are more spiritual, the faith, the beliefs, crushing your limiting beliefs, doing work on the subconscious mind, the mindfulness that comes into all of it. Everything just kind of applies. And I really believe that doing these things in 75 Hard just elevates you to the next channel, next level of frequency, which you can take right now just by doing that. Just here you go, next level. And once I reached that next level, my business just I feel I got to a state where my business blew up. That same year, it led me to having my first 100K month, which I know for maybe some 7-8 figure entrepreneurs, it sounds, not like so much, but hey, for me, 100K a month, it was amazing. It's only the first time. I know I'll hit way more of them. I already hit more of them, but a new standard has been applied. It's freaking amazing. And I had one of the biggest income months when my daughter was born later on in August. I barely worked. I mean, I've done so many things, and since then, I've been so much more effective. It doesn't apply only to when you're doing 75 Hard. It applies to after 75 Hard as well. It just keeps on going. The belief in yourself, the confidence, the knowing that you've done it, it just sets you on a whole other level. And that's what I want to kind of stress out. It's important. And that's why my business blew up during 75 Hard, which a lot of people at the beginning tend to get the feeling, oh my God, I'm just working 3-4 hours in this. It's work. I'm doing work 3-4 hours in 75 Hard, every day. I need to grow my business. What's up? I can't afford this. This is too much. This is overwhelming. Well, get past that hurdle, and I promise you, you're getting to your next channel, next level of frequency, vibration, whatever you want to call it, and you're going to blow up. You're going to pick up your game to a whole different level. So I hope that you get this opportunity, that you take this opportunity and do it. If you have any questions, feel free to drop a comment over here. Feel free to also, about 75 Hard or about this whole thing, feel free to drop a comment. Feel free to also send me a DM on Instagram. I want to help you guys. Yeah, just reach out. And also, please like this video. It's one short like right now. Just press press subscribe, and hit the notification bell icon. Means the world to me to know that you're here. Write a comment also. Let me know if you got value from this video. Just write yes, or send a fire emoji. I want to know that you're here. Very important for me to know that you're now joining the Commit First community. Also, please feel free to join the community itself on WhatsApp, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Cheers.